Scared of the dick. Now I throw lips on the shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Janet Jackman. Wait, that's the wrong words.
That's your fault.
You have now tuned into the Vincent-Tennell Show podcast. I am Vincent-Tennell, a.k.a. Mr. Coochie Don't Buy No Lucy's.
Ooh.
And this is my partner, Petite Nina.
How you doing? Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? This is Petite Nina.
And she's the reason why this podcast is a week late.
Don't judge me. We're here now. Better late than never.
You know, I didn't want to do this.
Why not?
You told me to do this.
And it's how we're going to bring in 2022, so it's okay. We're here now.
I don't want to get in trouble. I'm tired of being the villain.
It's all right. I'm your sidekick.
Not sidekick.
I'm your sidekick in this, so we're here now.
Sidekick to the bullshit.
Man.
Okay, so let's just get into how we met.
On some shade.
You're always on some shady shit.
No, you was on some shade.
So she had a friend who she worked with.
Who was your friend first?
Was she my friend
Yes.
first? No.
I only had known her for like 2 months.
You guys worked together.
For 2 months. I was her boss. And we worked together for 2 months.
Oh, it went from friend to boss real quick.
Man.
Okay.
We're just putting titles on here, so that's what we're doing.
Okay, so she was sort of like trying to be my publicist.
Yes.
And she wanted me to do things like this. This is the gag. She would love this.
Really?
That's the gag.
Don't wait now.
Because I wanted to be a singer, and she wanted me to be a personality.
What's wrong with that? You could do both.
Well, the issue is you were talking shit.
Well, she definitely was talking shit.
You told me what she said. You were being messy.
No,
Yes,
I was not being
were.
messy. Let's keep it 100. She was being messy.
You were being messy.
No, she was being messy. Okay, let's just get that clear. She was your friend first.
She said I couldn't sing.
She definitely said that.
But she didn't say it to me.
She said it to me, my mother, my brother.
Yes.
After us knowing her for 2 weeks, 2 months, and her asking us to babysit her kid, her foster kid.
Ooh, I didn't know we were going there.
We're going there. So that's what I'm saying. We got to bring it all out. Yeah. And then I met with you and her having lunch. Was it lunch?
Yeah, TGI Fridays.
Lunch. That's when I seen you with your, I think you had like blonde hair back then.
I did.
And that's when you were. Because I first met you and someone was there trying to they were like, oh, we should do a duet. And here you go like, I don't do duets. I'm a solo artist. I think it's the words you use.
I did say that.
You did say that. And I'm like, ooh, we got someone on our hand here. So
I'm not big on collaboration. So
clearly, you made that very clear. Very clear. And then later on, fast forward, what, like a couple weeks later?
Yeah.
A couple weeks later, you called me like, bitch, I just want to let you know, I just threw you under the bus, is your exact words.
I did, because I felt like I had betrayed your trust.
No, and what did I say when you said that?
I don't think you said anything.
I started laughing.
We both started laughing at the same time, and that's the problem.
For real, when you said that, you was like, I threw you under the bus. And I'm like, what?
Because I knew I wasn't supposed to say the things you told me.
But I never told you not to, because we both know whatever I say can be repeated, because who gonna beat me?
Well, I know that now. I did not know that then.
But we made that very, very clear then.
Yes.
And then you told me what you told the girl. And I said, okay, she can call me. And then she texted me.
Yeah.
And I let her know, yeah, I absolutely did tell your so-called friend what you said, because the way I took it is, if we woman enough to say something, behind someone's back, say it to their face.
But also, so the audience knows,
yes,
this person prided themselves on being that chick that
honest and real.
Yes.
And she'll say anything to anybody.
Don't mind laying it flat.
Right.
And that wasn't the case.
At all. And we isolated her out the situation real quick.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I did.
You did.
I isolated her, because now, at this point, you cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted. And then we became friends.
We did.
We did.
And is that shady?
I don't know. Do you think it's shady?
Should we ask the white person in the room?
We should.
Is that shady? No. He said it's not.
It's not.
And you know, y'all niggas listen to anything what a pilgrim says.
This is true. It's true. No offense. No offense. But yes, that is 100%
Okay?
true. Just saying. So we built our friendship off of being real.
It's a really good foundation.
It is.
Yes.
Because we know what it is and we not going for the bullshit.
Yes. And so I feel like going into this podcast, for this to work, first of all, we're doing this until March, and then we're assessing the situation.
To see how this is going.
Because we're not doing anything we don't want to do this year.
Exactly.
If we don't feel like it.
Oh, trust and believe.
But we're going to give it till March.
And see how it goes.
So for this to work, is there any animosity or anything you want to say to me that may come up later and then throw me for a loop?
Yes.
What?
You started this off singing Lil' Kim, and I still ain't even got my Lil' Kim sweater.
Oh, I thought you was going to say, bitch, you didn't come to my baby shower.
That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic.
That is the topic.
No.
That was what you were supposed to bring up.
Really?
I don't know.
So now you feel that you were being shady for not coming to
No,
your
I
friend's
just feel like,
baby shower.
because you bring it up subtly at times.
I do.
You do.
Because you be like, I don't know that person. And I'll be like, well, if you would have came to the baby shower, you would have known this person. And you be like, bitch, I don't do baby showers.
And I told you that. See, I've never lied.
You said I don't do baby showers.
I don't think you believed me.
I think you forgot.
I think I did, because I don't do baby. If it's not on my radar.
You forgot.
It's not on the calendar.
And I was like running behind like I don't ever do.
Like tonight.
I was here.
You know what? You did make it right on time.
I mean, sometimes it's better than being late, isn't it?
No, we have things to do.
And we're here. And we started on time. Did we start on time? We started on time.
We did start on time thanks to me.
It wasn't to you.
Yes, it is.
It was like to us.
I was here 15 minutes before. This is our first show. We've never done this.
This is true.
And you know what they say.
I'm just
being
saying.
on time is late.
Really?
Yes.
So this is how we're going to start off the new year.
I feel like a high school guidance counselor.
Well, guide me.
Being on time is late.
That's horrible.
Being 15 or 10 minutes before on time is on time.
Well, we should let the people know that I'm going to be on time.
I don't care.
Which is 15 minutes later.
You should let the people know you're a liar.
I would never. I would never.
So, okay. So, the baby shower, we got that out the way.
We kind of didn't. We kind of didn't.
And then there was that one time when you didn't show up to a photo shoot, and then I saw you at Chicken Shack. And
wow, the shade.
I did not speak to you.
The shade. Not
do you remember that?
Not Chicken Shack.
Yes.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, well, it never happened.
It didn't happen. We're going to go bypass that because you're not going to
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I know.
No, I do have beef with you.
There's more?
No, I have beef with you.
What's this?
Because I had a whole music video out since September.
That I knew nothing about.
And last week, you're like, what is this?
First off.
You said it looked like In Living Color.
But let's just go on that topic. I'm supposed to be your friend, correct? You're supposed to tell me when you have these productions. I told you, you're the person be like, I'm not doing nothing today or this day. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, there's a whole video out. And I'm like, I thought you weren't doing anything. When did you even have time to make this? You didn't even tell me. And I accidentally fell up on your video trying to look up something else.
How do you accidentally fall up on a video?
Because I was looking at a logo that you were telling me to look at. And I'm like, friend, when did you get this video out?
You follow me on Facebook.
Am I really on Facebook like that? I follow your Keeping Up with the Springfield on Facebook.
You follow the messiness, and we don't do that anymore.
Since when?
2022.
We just started this off with messiness.
No, we started it off with leveling the playing field.
Is that what we're calling now?
That is what we're doing.
Is that what we call it now?
Yes.
Okay, it was. Okay, it was leveling.
That's the only thing I can think of that, you did shady. I think pretty much other than that, I've been a good friend.
You have been a good friend.
I have.
You have.
Please say that into the mic so they know.
You want me to lie to the people already? Joking.
They love lies.
They do. The people do. No, truthfully though, I don't think we have any real beef.
We've
honestly
never had any real beef.
And that's the thing though, which is a good thing because we're very, very honest. We're very,
yes.
very honest. Two very honest people. So there shouldn't be nothing to beef about because we speak about it as soon as As soon as it happens, we get it out the way.
I even believe one time, I think you had got me mad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it was about. But I was like, I'm not talking to you for 24 hours.
You did say that.
See.
And I think I laughed.
You did. But I did wait 24 hours.
You did. You really did.
And then, but I let it go.
You did.
That's why I can't even remember it.
You
know
did.
what I mean?
You did. Right. And see, and that's the thing though, like I said, and just going back to the baby shower thing, it did kind of hurt my feelings. You did not come. I'm just saying, it did hurt my feelings, but that's why I said I really truthfully, even though you say all this stuff, like I don't do baby showers. You've done a lot for me that you say that you don't do.
True.
You know what I mean? So,
but I don't like baby showers and I don't like graduations. I've always said that.
But why?
First of all, I don't have no kids.
Are we really going into that part so quick, so soon? You had a kid.
Have I?
Yes.
Are we speaking metaphorically?
No, we're speaking in general.
I had to see where we were going with this.
But I mean, I'm just saying, you're like you've been a dad. So you know how this goes.
Sorta, kinda. You don't want to get into that today.
Not today.
But I have
taken
care long term of a child.
So you know how that goes.
Yeah.
And I think there could have been like a graduation in there too.
But that doesn't mean I like to go to them.
But that doesn't mean you can't change. You didn't even like kids before then.
I still don't like kids.
But they love you.
That is the thing that gets me.
But they love you.
I curse kids out.
And my kids love it. My kids love it. They think it's just the funniest thing.
It doesn't even faze them.
It doesn't, because they're just like, that's just you.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So that's the thing.
But yeah.
You know what? I don't think I like kids, but I think when I'm close to kids, like your kids or my niece or whatever,
right,
I will go like hard for them.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean?
And they know that.
Yes. So I'll curse you out, but let somebody
do whatever.
Yes.
You're right. And they know that.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's on and popping.
And that's it. And that's all.
You got words for them, then you got words for me. And that's not what you want.
At all.
I promise you.
At all. But yes, so now that we, as you say, cleared the playing field.
Yeah.
We have no beef.
I'm still celibate. What about you?
Yes, but not by choice.
Okay. So that would mean...
Yeah, so...
If opportunity presented itself.
No.
Okay.
No, that's not where I'm going. That's not where I'm going to that extent. You know, my significant other is not with us at this present moment. So, again... I'm celibate by choice. Not by choice. Not by choice.
Because you don't do open relationships like me.
Exactly.
Don't say it like that.
Honey. Ooh, we child.
She's talking about the past. I mean,
is yesterday the past?
I'm celibate. This is 4 years.
But is this by choice? Now.
The first 2 years, I would say, was by choice.
Right.
And then after that, 2020 happened.
True.
And then everybody thought the world was going to end.
And you were still over here trying to be celibate? And the world was about to end?
Yeah, I had to get right with God.
Amen.
You can't be sinning and fornicating.
Ooh.
You're not going to make it into the pearly gates.
But he knew what was really going on.
What was really going on?
It doesn't matter. Speaking of God and pearly gates, you know what someone told me?
Does masturbation count?
Ooh, I don't know.
If you're celibate? Is that like a cheat sheet?
Does masturbation count if you're celibate? I don't know.
So maybe I would have went to purgatory.
You would have been in a holding facility. You would have been in a holding facility so you could think about it. Right.
Think about all the good deeds I've done in my life.
Exactly. No, I think it still counts. I think it
still counts too.
Honestly, I think it still counts.
Because I don't think people could do what I've done.
What have you done?
Nothing.
Oh.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of hoeing going on in these streets.
There really is.
You know what I mean?
And they, like, just to be honest, they really thought you were the face of it.
That's because I'm writing a book, as everybody knows.
Called?
The Crown Plaza Chronicles.
Oof, Jesus.
About fucking...
With the cucumber water.
About fucking DL men.
Ooh-wee.
But just because you're writing a book doesn't mean you're currently doing those things.
So,
This
were you
is
doing
from-
them before?
Yes, I certainly was.
Jesus. Straight to the point. Oh, okay. So, this book is about your past.
Unless 2022 gives me some new inspiration.
So, it's about your past,
But I'm not supposed to be
about
fucking
your
with
future.
DL men anymore.
Yeah, but we've had this conversation.
You've only had this conversation how many times?
A lot.
No, you have not.
With you, a lot. About your not messing with DL
Were
men.
you encouraging me to?
No, I was encouraging you to go with your heart and not do it. You said you didn't want to do it, so I was telling you don't do it.
I don't remember you ever saying that.
So I told you to do it?
You didn't encourage it, but you didn't never say don't do it.
Because you wanted to do it.
I didn't want to do it. They coerced me.
Really? Really? I think you're a little bit too strong-minded to be coerced.
I was a victim.
You were, not a victim.
Manipulated.
Oh, bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Bamboozled. I don't believe that.
You don't believe that.
I do not believe that.
I wasn't out here just fucking up happy homes.
Well, you know what? If they're doing all this, I think the homes already knew what was going on. We had this conversation. People be in denial. And how did the conversation go? Most successful, as we said, DL men.
Mm-hmm. Professional
DL men.
Yes.
Their significant other knows about it.
Yes, because there's a great difference between the thug DL
Yes.
and the professional DL.
Yes. Would you like to tell the people what the difference is?
I don't know, because then that puts me back in the box that I've been so trying to get out of.
Oh.
I've become like the spokesperson for DL men somehow. Do you feel that?
I do.
I feel like that too.
I do.
I feel like everybody comes to me and asks their questions like I always get asked if they think their boyfriend's gay or their husband's that. I don't have gaydar. We always talk about this.
But you
think I'm lying?
You say
I don't have gaydar.
But you be right on though.
I always say if I know, I know. But if I don't, I truly don't.
Really?
Yes.
But you usually know.
I don't always know. I clutch my pearls like y'all too.
But who is y'all? Now you're
Like-
putting me in a box. Who is y'all?
I mean, okay, like women or anybody who wouldn't expect a certain man that looks a certain way to be that way, and you find out, sometimes it makes you like clutch your pearls a little because you just wouldn't expect it.
You can't put nothing past no one.
I still get surprised myself. Like,
But that's because DL doesn't have a look.
it doesn't.
And people get confused about that. DL does not have a look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people get that misconstrued. Like, they be trying to look for all the signs, and you may not ever find a sign.
Yes.
You know, or they be like, oh, he has to be gay. And that'd be the straightest person ever.
Yeah.
You know, just for instance, not trying to put my baby daddy out there like that, but like, he is a fashionista. He's
what do they call him? There's a word for it.
There is.
Why can't I think of the word?
Is it metrosexual?
Yes, metrosexual.
Yes. Like, you know, and even with him, like, he grew up around all females and this, and when we were together, he was buying me shoes and all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time...
Whose phone is that?
Oh, wait, I thought I turned it off.
In the production.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. We're ringing.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of baby daddy.
We're already off. Wow. Now I'm pissed. Now I am pissed.
You know, every time we bring up a situation, the phone rings.
Every time we talk about
Anything about that.
yes,
The phone rings. It's crazy. But going back to what
now
I said.
they're gonna think this is a hood production.
Hood Productions.
Well, it kind of is. We ain't got no headphones, but
We're not going to talk about that. No, but seriously, going back to the thing, you know, people think that they have this picture of what a DL person is supposed to look like, but there is no picture of that.
and that's why I said I feel like I was coerced a little.
So,
Oh my God.
so,
Shall we put him on the microphone?
oh my goodness. Ain't no telling what can be said. I told you. Look at that.
Oh my! You changed the name. Wow.
We're not talking about
That's off.
But that's we're not. That's a whole
That's
other
a whole
subject.
thing.
We'll get on that later
Okay.
on today, we're keeping up with the field.
Ain't nothing. That's keeping up with the feel right there.
That's a whole story.
But you know what? Okay, let's talk about just this whole. First of all, before I go any further, I want to say R.I.P. to my neighbor, Miss Turner.
Ooh.
She passed 2 days ago. She was 91.
Aw.
Let me tell you, she was the second person to confirm to me, though, talk about Spring Patch,
Yes.
that there was a legal brothel in Springfield.
Over
Huh?
what?
What you mean?
What are you talking
over?
about? Because she's so old?
No.
No shade. I'm so
She
sorry.
was she was not that.
I just see her.
She
was a
worked.
what?
She worked in the whole house.
You was just about to call this.
But
rest
no.
in peace. Were you just about to call her?
But because she told me she took the money. She said she didn't do the strenuous work.
You just said. Okay. I'm so sorry. I almost slip up there.
Listen.
Okay, so she did. She was
But-
a pimp.
No, she was a secretary, accountant.
Accountant.
Of sorts.
Got it. Okay.
Like, she told me, because I remember my uncle's mom.
Okay.
Now, she used to always say, y'all think y'all doing something?
Yeah, I
I
ain't
used
got
to
no
work
idea.
in the whole house. We always thought she was playing.
And she wasn't.
And then my neighbor
Confirmed that Springfield really did have.
And my neighbor knew my uncle's mom. And she's like, yeah, I know so-and-so.
What?
And she's like, yeah, there was a time, like, it was legal. And they could call the police if the men didn't want to pay money.
Really?
And they'd be arrested for trying to get out
Here in
of-
Springfield?
Here. Like, this is long. She's 91. So,
right, so she's been
But the
here.
thing about it is there is no actual documentation that I can find that this happened. But people were
No.
alive to tell the story.
And it's like people they know of each other. and
Yes.
right.
So is this like hidden history because the town is embarrassed?
Why would they be embarrassed?
I don't
There
know.
is more stuff to be embarrassed
Because they
of
need
living
to
in
bring it
Springfield.
back.
Oh, why? You're celibate.
I mean, I can be an accountant like my neighbor,
Ooh.
taking the money.
Ooh,
I was a
accountant.
cashier for years. I know how to.
Wow, so now you know how to run the cash on my whole house
Ain't
because
nothing gonna come up missing. Okay.
you got all
I
the
can-
books in order.
I can tell you that.
I cannot.
No, but don't we talk about this? How you didn't think I loved like BMF
Because
and
I
shows
just-
like that
I
and
didn't.
Power.
I could
You
not
thought I was
imagine
a
you.
square.
It's not that I thought you were a square.
You do.
I don't think square is the word I want to use. I just didn't think that I could imagine you sitting there watching
Above the
BMF.
hood rat shit.
Right. Like hood shit, I get that. But like BMF hood shit, and you're like sitting there, I just can't. You're sitting there clutching your pearls, as you say, watching BMF.
Child, I'm learning the game.
What? So you could be the next accountant for Springfield's whole house?
Listen, we're not gonna call it that.
Oh, Springfield's brothel.
I like what they call it in Nevada.
What's
the
that?
Bunny Ranch.
We're gonna call it the Bunny Ranch.
Spring Patch Ranch.
Spring Patch Ranch.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a ring to it.
Doesn't have a ring to it.
I don't like that. Spring Patch Ranch.
Doesn't matter.
It's a tongue
As
twister.
long as we got good pussy and ass, we're in business.
Amen. And a good accountant. And a good accountant, keeping them funds in
But
check.
R.I.P. to her.
Oh,
Because of her, I'm able to give you guys that history segment. You're
This
not
is
going to
true.
find that at the African American Museum. I tell you that.
I am so over you.
You're not.
So we just had a piece of evidence, of what's really going on.
Just saying.
But now we can't bring her on the show
It's Black History Month.
to try to like confirm this. So we have to take your word for it.
You do. And my word is good.
It is.
My word's very good.
What? I cannot. So all the like little people that were in her brothel are gonna come forward. Like, yeah, I was there.
I mean, they're probably all dead now.
Wow. Just like that. Jesus.
Or they could be still selling. I mean, I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. I'm just saying, like, you stopped me last year from doing an OnlyFans.
I did.
I don't understand why.
But like, why?
Why?
Why would you want to do that? And what exactly were you? First off, your pictures that you post are OnlyFans enough. Let's just say that.
Excuse me, those are very classy photos.
Even all of them?
Every single last one of them. And I know which one you're about to talk about.
Which
So
one?
go ahead and say it.
I'm just saying, was the flag really
It was
classy?
very patriotic.
You had a flag in your ass.
Yes, I did.
How is that patriotic?
And the ass was holding it up.
It was.
It was not leaning.
You had
it was
a
not
firm
strained.
grip on that.
I let everybody know it's very tight down here.
Oh, I cannot.
Because y'all swear I'm loose.
Who is y'all?
That flag was standing at attention.
It was
okay?
standing at attention.
So,
It was, I don't know.
Let
And it
everybody
didn't
know what it is.
even look like you were like holding it in there.
No.
It just was there.
It was there.
It was there.
Okay?
So that's classy though?
Yes. If Kim Kardashian can do it.
Oh my God.
Kim Kardashian is the new Marilyn Monroe.
I like Marilyn
Monroe is an icon.
She is.
And
I love
she's
her.
been gone for how many years?
And she's still very relevant.
Still very relevant.
Still
I'm on the
very
right
relevant.
path.
That's where you got from all this. That's what you got
That's
from
what I
all
learned.
this? Oh my goodness. So
I just felt like, okay, I wasn't going to make my OnlyFans like my own. I was going to participate in other people who already had established ones.
So what do you mean?
Okay.
Detail.
I spend way too much time on Twitter, and Twitter is a cesspool of porn.
Okay.
And I have a habit of commenting on people's
On their videos? Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Are you critiquing these people?
I am fascinated.
Okay, so it's not a
They are
critique.
doing things that I have never seen.
I gotta give me a Twitter
And so
account.
I was like, I feel like I have to do OnlyFans to experience that because niggas in Springfield is definitely sex game is not up there.
ooh, preach. Not that
but-
I know. Not that I know. Because I don't know.
That's what I
I am
mean.
in a committed relationship.
Yeah, me and God, me too. So,
So you feel like you have to do an OnlyFans to get...
I would be a guest star. I could wear a mask too.
See, that's what I said. I wanted to do an
It's
OnlyFans and wear a
pretty hot,
mask.
though.
It is pretty hot.
I mean,
So
they
you
got-
wanted to be a guest... Wait, so like gay, straight, all this, everybody's stuff, right?
I would no.
I just have to
Peel
ask.
it back.
I'm trying to figure out where you're going.
Peel
You
it-
wear a mask, you being guest co-host. I'm trying to figure out what's really going on.
It was a couple of people who offered me the chance to be in their videos because they saw the flag in my ass pictures, I guess.
So you're going to be a feature.
Yes.
I'm done.
So
I'm so done.
I don't think
You
that
want to cover up your face, but you want to have a flag in your ass, is what you're saying. So now we're being secretive.
I'm not even saying I was going to cover up my face. It was a possibility.
And you
It was
think-
an option.
You think all this came from the flag in your ass?
No, I had other pictures as well.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know. Honey, we know.
I mean, because you know when you comment, everybody's nosy. I don't care what anybody says. On
Right.
social media, if you comment on somebody's stuff, they're going to go to
Somebody's
your
looking
page and
and
they're going to
see
look at
who
your
you
stuff.
are and
they're
what's
gonna-
going on,
So
yeah.
they saw, you know, I got a little body.
Okay.
You know, a little bit of body.
You got a little something back there.
You know,
I see you.
And I'm not ugly.
Exactly. So,
We're going to get on that in a second.
ooh-wee.
But, so I thought
No.
they were offering what I would say is rent money.
So, were you doing it for financial purposes only?
No, but I don't know how to fucking not get paid either. So,
This is true.
you
You need to teach some of these bitches how to not do that. Some of these bitches just fucking it just for no reason.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
It's
So,
it's wired in me at this point. I don't
I know.
I don't
'cause
think I could enjoy.
I think
throat
everybody has
sex.
your cash app. I think everybody has
So
a cash
in order
app.
for me to get the highest performance,
You needed to do an
top
OnlyFans.
dollar.
OnlyFans was the answer.
No, it was a answer, not the only answer.
Exactly, and that's why you didn't do it, and you were fine.
No, I am still celibate.
It doesn't matter.
It
But
does matter.
it doesn't matter.
What if I die tomorrow and I did not fuck that nigga on that chandelier? I'm gonna hit myself.
But what if you don't die tomorrow and you end up fucking the nigga on the chandelier and then you die from fucking the nigga on the chandelier?
That's a way to go out. I mean,
You going out with a big bang.
listen, I'm topping Betty White if I'm going out like that.
Touche.
Okay.
On the but I gotta be the one to tell the story.
You do. you gotta come back here.
Right, I'm like, all right, hello, people, it's just me. I don't know the song that he was singing, but I'm here.
You do know that song.
Okay, I know it a little bit.
Everybody knows that song.
You mess up on the words on the song.
Because you weren't helping me.
So this is my fault again.
Yes, you were late. I'm trying to get stuff together, trying to test the mics, trying to see if
You didn't have headphones.
That's not our fault.
Whose fault is it?
That's Io fault. That's Io, owner of High Zone Music Studios.
Oh, did we really just throw them under the bus already?
Listen, we're only doing that so we can get some next week.
Touche.
Okay?
Touche.
When you shame people, you get the things you need.
This is
miraculously.
Man, they be like, dang, where the headphones come from? I was trying to hear last week.
That's the American way.
Right, you just gotta say what you gotta say.
Okay.
you gotta say.
Okay.
So yeah. So going back to that, I'm glad you did not do the OnlyFans.
I did not.
I'm glad you did not do the OnlyFans. 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 I'm glad you did not do the
I don't even know if I'm glad, but I'm glad you're glad I didn't do it.
I am glad you didn't do it. That's so. Everybody that has
You
an
think it's
OnlyFans.
trashy?
Do you think that I'm worried about it being trashy?
I'm going to say the people that offered, first of all, were some of my favorite people I watch. So I like their work. So it would have been premiere production.
Okay,
the whole
now
night.
let me just clarify. You didn't go into detail when you said this. You're just like, bitch, I'm going to do me OnlyFans. I'm like, what? No, you're not. You didn't say I'm guest starring and I'm doing this and I'm a fan of the fan.
I needed your authentic reaction without all of the bells and whistles.
Details because that changes things, especially if it's a thing that you actually wanted to do it because you actually found their work being something that you actually enjoy watching anyway. Mm-hmm. So then to be a part of it, then that makes sense.
I think the danger zone is I may have been inspired. So that, I'm only doing this 1 or 2 times and then you catch the bug.
Oh, kind of like a stripper for college. I'm just going until I get my college tuition and they just like a stripper forever until they...
Because the money's good and
exactly.
they don't want to let it go.
But would that have been such a bad thing though? Even if you kept doing it?
For my mother...
Now we're worried about our mom. Wait a minute.
I grew up in the church, honey.
So I don't think you doing 2 or 3 episodes would have made a difference than you doing 50 episodes. Your mom still would have felt some type of way.
I think it most definitely would have made a difference.
What you were gonna do 2 or 3 and then like think she was never gonna find out?
I wasn't worried. No, I would have told her myself.
Exactly.
I'm a horrible liar.
You are. You are.
I can't lie.
You are, but you don't need to. We don't need to lie.
So, okay.
We don't.
We have to see what's going on.
Yeah.
We're good? Sure. That's not very confident.
Ooh, that did not seem confident.
Okay. What were we talking about?
I got sidetracked.
Oh, my mom. I would tell her if I'm going to do something like that.
Before or after?
Because I would rather it come from me.
Before or after?
Before.
Okay. And
do you know I show my mom every single picture I've...
Even if she doesn't want to see them?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure she does not want to see them. I'm pretty sure she does not want to see them.
But she needs to know what is out. I never want somebody to think they got one up on me.
Exactly.
Oh, you seen your son?
Story of my life.
She's going to curse me. I'm like, do you have to do all that? You have to show all that?
But at least you let her know.
But I'm letting her know. I'm letting her see.
So if someone does come to her, she's going to be like, she's going to look side-eyed.
She's already had the panic attack before an outside person.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
So it's not now if someone, because people be nosy and messy. If they do come up to her, she's just like, okay.
Well, my mom's very shady too.
Your mom's very sweet.
She is sweet, but she's very shady because...
How do you figure? Your mom's
if somebody tried to pull stunts like that, trying to tell on me...
She gonna let her know.
She gonna let them know about their own child. This is Spring Patch. Everybody knows about everybody's business.
They really do.
So
they really do.
Before you think you got one up on somebody else...
Let me tell you something.
Please know we keep it in the chamber.
Not the chamber. Not the chamber. The start of the brothel.
We save tea for a rainy day.
Ooh, tell me about it. It'd be like that. You have to, though.
You do.
You have to, though, because people really be on some other stuff. They really be trying to get up. They be really trying to carry people out here.
They be trying to blackmail.
They do.
Low key.
But if you tell it, then what they gonna sell? So There you go. So with that being said, no OnlyFans. Moving on.
No OnlyFans till March. Depends on how this podcast
We
got
to see how this goes. Because then, I might be doing OnlyFans. And then I might be doing OnlyFans. Just saying.
But you know what? Before we move on, there was this guy.
Okay.
The 25-year-old.
Yes.
I sent you his picture of the curved dick.
Yes. And you asked me.
I asked you about tips about fucking a curved dick.
Because you just assumed that I fucked somebody with a curved dick.
I was not assuming. I was asking.
But your question was more of an assumption.
I was considering breaking my celibacy for this person.
Because his dick was curved?
No.
Oh.
Because they were fine.
Oh, okay.
Shallow.
Oh,
look,
very shallow.
There's no depth to this.
Right. Which is crazy because we had this conversation about being shallow.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying, and you made sure that you told me that you weren't shallow.
But I have never fucked a curved dick.
Really?
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 Everybody's pretty much a straight shooter. And I sent that picture to... I shouldn't be sending people's nudes, for one.
Right. You're like, I sent it to you. I sent it to this person. I sent it over there.
To about 2 other people. Wow. Trustworthy people.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's acting like, I don't. So nobody's had a curved dick.
I've had a curved dick.
You were not giving any tips.
Because I was laughing.
I was serious.
I know you're always serious, but I'm always laughing because it'd be so funny. Because that's the old me, because I'm in a relationship.
Oh, so you can't give tips?
I cannot give tips about tips.
Private? Oh, tips about tips. Child.
I cannot give tips about curved tips, okay?
Well, you know what? Maybe it's for the best I didn't go through it because you said I have a type.
You do have a type.
He really didn't fit the type.
At all.
He didn't.
So that was the first thing.
What is my type?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
That is so cliche.
But that's what your type is.
They don't have to be tall. Normally they end up being tall, but they don't have to be tall.
But everyone I've gotten a picture of was tall.
So what do they look like?
Well, okay. Wait, don't look at me like that.
Don't embarrass me in front of all these people.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to, honestly. But you do have a type.
Give them an example, a celebrity example.
What is his name? Eldris. What is his name?
The Londoner?
The Londoner.
Idris.
How do you say his name?
His name is Idris. But is that his first name?
Aldous Idris?
What is his last name?
What is his name?
But we all know who you're talking about because he's the British guy.
The one that's your type.
That's what you said. I would agree with it.
Okay. But I'm just trying to give something, because there's others, but the thing is, I'm just trying to get a visual of someone that everybody knows.
Okay.
You know, because there's somebody else. Oh, Black Panther guy too.
Who?
What is his name? The one that plays he's passed away. R.I.P.
Chadwick.
You love him.
That is not in the
you
type.
Love him.
Look.
You love him.
No shade, R.I.P. But no. That would never happen.
You know, what is that guy's name that you sent me a picture of somebody and I'm like, that is not your type at all. And I was like, why?
Because I was trying to convince people that I don't have a type.
But why would you need to do that when you definitely have a type?
Because you guys put me in a box. And I don't like to be in a box.
So you just gonna try to lie and step out the box when that's not your type?
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, that's why you ran into somebody with a curved penis. Because
you make it seem like it's a death sentence.
Because it wasn't your type and you was trying to go against the grain.
So they were gonna kill me.
With the curved dick, yeah, probably. It's not what you used to. You gotta take those with caution.
Coming from celibacy to something totally out of normal.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm just saying. And you were trying to prove a point.
I wasn't trying to prove a point.
That you didn't stay in the box of your type.
He was very handsome.
He was handsome.
A little too young. 25, but that's young.
Stella was trying to get her groove back.
Me? I ain't that damn old.
Old enough. Okay? Old enough. Okay?
Not that damn old.
Old enough. Okay? It's okay. But he wasn't your type.
But you know what? That's an issue I've told you.
With age?
Because I don't look my age.
You don't. You look younger.
Now attracting 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds.
Yes.
Because everybody in their generation's cracked out.
We talked about that.
And we're going to talk about it on air.
Ooh, yes.
Y'all raised some fucking crackheads.
Ooh, what were we talking about? This breed of people is just, ugh.
We have a bad crop of individuals.
A bad crop.
You know, and that's my thing, even with dating. People try to say, if you do this, you'll find a nice person.
And that is so not the truth.
If you have a bad crop of people,
it doesn't matter what you do, it's still going to be that same bad crop. Especially if you're trying to look for somebody out here in Springfield. That's why I had to bring mine from out of town.
That's why I was with everybody else, man.
Wow. So what you saying here, that's why you were taking everybody else, man, because...
I wasn't taking, I was borrowing.
You did give them back.
I did.
You did give them back.
I always give them back.
You did.
There's only one I haven't gave back. But he didn't have a...
He didn't have someone that... You didn't take him.
What do you mean?
The one that you didn't give back. You didn't take him from anyone.
Well, he didn't have anybody.
Exactly, so you didn't take him.
But let a bitch come along.
Ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute. I thought we were over that one, though. I thought you broke up with that one.
We're in therapy.
Is he there with
by
you?
By therapy, I mean watching old Iyanla.
That is not therapeutic. By no means.
A bitch is not going to therapy. I've went to therapy twice.
How'd that work out?
She was a great woman.
Oh, jeez. If you have to start it off like that, then it's going to be some bullshit.
By the end of the session, we was gossiping about her clients. And I'm not lying. I told you
what happened to confidentiality? Wait wait a minute.
Look, I'm a likable guy.
So now no one's gonna ever go like seek out a therapist because here your ass go.
I never say I'm against therapy. I'm saying it doesn't work for me because I can manipulate the therapist. That's the problem.
That's 100% true because I've done that. I've been to therapy and it ended up like I'm the therapist.
Yes.
And it's just like we're talking about this person's problem and then it just forgot that.
Now we talking about her husband and they going through a divorce.
Exactly. And her kids ain't doing this.
Right?
Exactly. Like
I know how to manipulate the system.
Exactly. You know what? So I get that.
It doesn't work for me.
I get that 100% because that's how it be.
I've learned more from Oprah than the therapist.
Yeah, I still got to read that book you sent me.
I gave you see?
You did. You did give me a book.
I gave you an Oprah book.
You did.
See, I'm a good friend, y'all.
Because you gave me an Oprah book?
Yes. What other friend would give you that? Let's be honest.
Nobody. Because who's reading Oprah books?
I don't know. Out of that 20 list of people on your FaceTime, which one of them?
Oh, the shade.
Because we
were having family time.
Listen, no, y'all, we were going to dinner. I think it was Chili's.
Where's that Chili's?
I think it was Chili's. And you were on FaceTime talking about, say hi to my friends.
And it was like 20 of us.
I'm thinking it's 1 or 2 people.
It was really like
20 people.
It was. And you were like, how do you guys all be on FaceTime at one time? Shout out to my sister Ashley, because that's who started the FaceTime. Like,
and
I didn't know.
I was embarrassed because I was not looking like my hot self.
Well, it's not my fault.
You knew there was 20 people on there. Talking about and waving the phone. Say hi, you guys.
I did.
Oh my God.
Like at one time, like, hey, you're like, bitch, get out of my face. And I'm just like, he's not usually
overwhelmed.
like that.
And then because you're always like, I don't have any friends. I don't
I don't really.
I said, bitch, there's 20 people on the phone.
I've gotten at least 20.
Okay.
Right? I don't have
You got friends.
I don't have friends. I don't have friends.
You mean here?
This is true.
Because you got them.
I don't have friends here.
Except for me.
Except for you. That's it. Yeah, that's really it.
Got rid of the other one.
Well, she wasn't my friend. I've only known her for 2 months.
Listen.
And then you brought out the shade in her, and then that was it.
I did not bring that out.
You did. I just told you what she had said about you because I think she forgot to tell you. Because you clearly didn't know. So she must have forgot. And for her to be like, I tell anybody whatever I got to say. And then I'm like, so your friend said this is this. Y'all got a weird friendship. And you like, wait, that bitch said what? She never told me. And I'm just like, well, that's your friend. You might want to talk to your friend about that because she made it very clear that she tells you everything, she says. Which by the way, she did say that. She's like, I'm like, are you going to tell your friend this that you're saying on this? I tell whatever I need to say. I say it to him and anybody else. Oh, okay.
That's why you can't trust bitches from Chicago.
Oh, she's from Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Period.
Oof.
Period.
You know, we have our talks about Chicago.
Yes, we do.
But then we always run back to the Chicago days.
I only run back to one.
Me too.
This ain't no whole gang over here.
I'm just saying.
Only one, and I'm pretty sure he grew up in the suburbs.
Oh, Jesus. So he's not even a real Chicagoan.
Yeah.
Oof.
He don't know nothing about no 50. But they be like, I'm from 59. What they be? They
from
always got a number.
They got a street.
It's always a number.
63rd and Capitol. Like what? What the fuck? Where is that?
Right.
I don't know where that is.
I have a love-hate relationship with Chicago. It's just
you love Chicago.
No, I love one person from Chicago. And I do have family there.
You do have family,
but they're from Mississippi, so they're not like
Chicago, like
purebred
Chicago.
You know what I mean?
Right,
they country, okay?
Country bumpkins
living in the city. I wouldn't say bumpkins. That's offensive.
But
when have we ever cared about being offensive?
You just
right?
called somebody a pilgrim. I don't think you're worried about being offensive.
That's an American. That's American history. Pilgrim and Indian. What'd you say? Indians.
Oh, so that's
Native American.
Native American.
That's what we should. Indigenous. I am Native American.
Touche.
I know every black person says that.
They do.
But my grandmother, if you looked at her, you could actually tell.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that. So
anyway, enough about that fake ass wench.
Ooh-wee.
I told you over the phone, what have you learned about yourself last year? Or what do you know that you didn't know?
I know that, let me see. I learned a couple things last year. But the most important thing is, and I don't know if it's so much about myself, it's about people in general. That no matter, okay, let me just explain this first, because we had this conversation. Like, it's okay to tell people no.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to figure it out themselves. For instance, I was telling you, I just have a kind heart. I just want to help people. You got those people that call you like, oh my goodness, my bills ain't paid and I don't know what to do and you're the only person I can help with and da-da-da-da. And me being the kind-hearted person, like, let me help you. But I've learned to say, no, you don't need to have no explanation.
No explanation needed.
And when you are honest with people to that point, like, just tell them no explanation this, they figure it out.
Yes.
They figure it out. So I learned.
Take the training wheels off.
Exactly.
Of your relationships with people.
And exactly. And just let people
because sometimes that enables them to not do better.
Exactly. I learned to stop enabling people.
They never have to go out there and get it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. Yeah, because that's my biggest thing.
Yes.
So what have you learned?
I learned that I've been having a lot of pretty girl, ugly girl arguments.
What do you mean?
I didn't know I was the pretty girl.
Yes, we had this conversation.
Yes.
We had this conversation.
Yes. Honestly.
We had this.
Because I've been having some situations arise in some friendships, now past friendships, where I couldn't really connect the dots to what was happening.
Right.
Now, I've always been a bad bitch.
Ooh.
But I would say I've been a bad bitch in hiding.
Right.
And so now I'm no longer out hiding.
And people are feeling some type of way.
Yes.
It's kind of like the thing where, you see a group of girls and it's always the ugly one, the good-looking one.
Yes.
You didn't realize that you were not the ugly one.
I didn't realize that.
And your past friendships, the girls that, you were thinking that were the pretty ones, they now know that you know who you are and that they were the ugly ones.
Yeah.
And they don't like that.
Right. Because we talk about the pictures for those listening.
Yes.
If you go on my Instagram, Vincent-Tennell, #1, you can see everything we're talking about.
Everything.
And that is Vincent, Tennell 1. So, like, this whole year, I've been taking very salacious pictures.
Oh, we know.
12 minutes. Well, I'm hurried this up.
Ooh.
Anyway, this whole year, I've been taking very provocative pictures.
Oh, we know. Go ahead.
Oh, my gosh. I always tell petite Nina, as long as she known me, she should not be surprised by anything. But she still be surprised.
You never cease to amaze me, friend. You never cease to amaze me.
So a lot of people I called my friends, I ain't gonna say a lot, a few.
Yes.
But we were having disconnects, but I couldn't put together what is actually happening here.
Right.
Because I cannot find the root of an issue.
Right.
But my pictures would always come up in the conversation.
Right.
You know what? Like, we could be talking about something totally different.
And they'd always revert back to the pictures. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yes. And remember that one day I text you, I said, am I a dime?
Yes.
I text you and I said, am I above average?
And I said, yes.
And I was like, tell me the truth. I'm like being serious. I'm trying to figure out something.
Right.
And so once I figured out, a lot of my arguments I had been having were the ugly girl jealous of the pretty girl.
But I told you that. You know how many situations you told me about friends, and it's weird because it's the friends that you've had since high school, middle school, the ones that you're like, I just don't understand there was ever an issue
because they knew
who you used to
version.
Be. Yes, like your friend. Yeah.
Oh, did you really just put her out there like that?
I definitely did. Just like that. Like your friend. I'm like, your friend's just a little possessive and weird. Yeah, because
you met her in person.
I did.
Yeah, and she said you were a bad influence on me.
She did. And I'm like, girl, you have no idea.
Right.
Be a bad influence.
I'm the one doing the influencing around here.
I'm like, you don't even know me. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, but it'd be like that sometimes, and unfortunately, you've lost friends.
Over being pretty.
But it'd be like that. It'd be like that. It's horrible, it's like that. So, I mean, it's better to lose them now than later. Oh,
I mean, I could have used them for some other stuff before, but...
Oh, my goodness. Not using them for some other stuff.
I wasn't done with them just yet, but...
Well, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's
we needed
fine.
a theme song for this podcast.
Man, we could have had all that. Don't worry. To be continued.
To be continued.
To be continued. We're going to come back with this theme song. We got
yes, I don't want to sound shallow, but there is a thing of there's pretty envy.
Yes.
Like, people know there's pretty privilege. If
Yes.
you're prettier than the average person, you get to do a lot of things or
Differently.
get passes. And I think
100%.
when people notice that, they become envious.
They do.
And
sometimes it's not even at any fault to them. Like, they don't mean it. Like, honestly, like, I think your friends, well, your ex-friends, I think they had good intentions. They just didn't know how to.
they didn't know. I don't think it had anything to do with me. It had everything with them accepting that they were ugly. And that's nothing I can do. I can't change that. I mean,
These were still your friends.
They say you're not ugly, you're just po. So
Who said that? If you ugly, you ugly.
somebody on Twitter said it.
Well,
About somebody getting plastic surgery.
I don't get Twitter. I don't know.
Because the person went from the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan because they were ugly, and then they went to Dr. Miami.
Yeah. That plastic surgery is a whole nother story.
That
Because
is.
people fail to understand. Like, somebody can go get plastic surgery and they can look bad as hell. But you have to understand, when you have a baby with somebody, that baby gonna come out looking like you used to look before you had plastic surgery.
God.
So it's just like, you about to go have a baby with this bad bitch you thought, but then that baby come out and you be like, what the fuck?
That's why you always gotta meet somebody mama.
Right.
Because that's what they become the mom.
Exactly.
In older age.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's
You
the
gotta
thing,
meet
though.
that
People
mama.
be bamboozled out here in these streets.
People be having babies by folks they really don't know. They ain't
Exactly.
never met the family.
They ain't never met the real person
They
because they
don't
didn't went to
know
Dr. Miami, so they don't even know the person.
They don't know the social security. I know social security numbers. I'm not even married to a nigga.
But, we talk about this. People don't even know people's first names.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
We have to get into that another episode.
We do, because that is a whole nother thing. Like, people are really out here sleeping with people, don't even know their first and last name.
Okay. So
At all.
It makes no sense. I know more about people's husbands than they do.
Oh, Jesus. Used to know about people's husbands because you've changed.
Y'all understand. When you stop messing with DL niggas, that's a whole income loss.
Have you stopped?
I have. And my pockets is feeling the heat. So it may be time to get out here.
It is 2022.
It is 2022. New baby need new shoes today.
Period.
I think that's the end of the show.
I think so. I'm about to start living my dreams through you, friend.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Once
you.
again, this is the Vincent-Tennell Show podcast. I am Vincent-Tennell, and this is my co-host, Petite Nina.
Petite Nina.
We're going to be here until March, unless you guys share this shit and send us some money.
I'm okay with that.
Good night, folks.